Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Welcome back to Tim Friend. The end of the last episode of Tim Friend, I accidentally went down the pipe, so I was just freaking running around like a maniac trying to get out of the way of this dark Koopa, different than Shady Koopas. No, these are different guys. So let's swap partners to Goombella. We'll switch over to her. We'll tattle on him. He's a dark Koopa. Why are there so many various Koopas? What's your deal? It's a dark Koopa. It lives in dark places that the light never reaches. Max HP is 8, attack is 4, defense is 2. It's a bit tougher than a regular Koopa, so you won't be able to beat it easily. But it does have the same weakness as a regular Koopa. Flip it over and it's helpless. Why do you think it needs sunglasses down here anyway? What's the point? A dark Koopa, you may have realized, you may have noticed, it just has a Koopa's stats doubled. And that's it. That's the whole deal with the dark Koopa. Ain't nothing about it. He's got 4 attack, where a regular Koopa has 2, 2 defense, where a normal Koopa has 1, etc. These flower fuzzies are gonna be impolite, aren't they? If we can't stop them or kill them or whatever, then we are going to have just a dickens of a pickle on our hands, plural. So let's try an Earth Tremor. Should we rock that Earth Tremor? Or should we rock a fucking sweet treat? No, let's rock the Earth Tremor. Hopefully we can get the 6. If we can't get the 6, then we'll at least be able to kill one of the flower fuzzies. I don't know how much FP they need, because their whole deal is they don't do direct damage to you by sucking out life HPs, like the regular fuzzies and green fuzzies do. The flower fuzzies suck out FP, which A, sucks, because that's a tougher resource to get. I blew it. Awesome. But also they are themselves storing up FP to use a magical lightning attack, which hurts. It hurts a lot. I think it's piercing. I'm not 100% sure on that. But the smoke. Yeah, you ain't getting these FPs. These Ps. In which case, let's use a sweet treat. Let's see if we can get some HP back, some FP back, for me and Koops. That's 1 FP. We are at 1 out of 5. Come on, can't believe I'm freaking missing. There we go. All right, I think we're actually good. So we can just chill. I can brace myself for Koops missing, because that's absolutely about to happen right now. Getting ready for it, mentally preparing myself. Here we go, shell toss. Yep, that's a freaking miss. It's gotta be like a fucking 33% chance or some shit like that. Of course. Of course I beefed the fucking block animation, so now we're down to another 2 FP. That's okay. Hopefully we'll get 3 just from going through this guy. And then maybe I'll actually freaking equip the Zap Tap, because that can do a lot of extra damage for us, over time at least, and it actually super negates some enemies that rely on being able to cling to you to do their damage. So let's get rid of Flower Saver, because we're only using it for Quake Hammer, and we've got Flower Finder, and since we're just fighting a lot of enemies that are hopefully going to die fairly quick, it's not the biggest priority. God dang, I can't manipulate this menu at all, to have our FP cost reduced in fight. When we're gonna get FP after every fight, we've also got the sweet treat. I think Zap Tap is the better option for us now. Am I wrong? I mean, almost undoubtedly, but we'll be okay. It's a Hypercleft. Can you freaking believe it? Just like at Glitzville, sort of. But those were, remember, what was his name? Grack? The guy who would go, Grack. He was a hyper bald cleft. These are just regular Hyperclefts. Just regular old Hyperclefts. And they've got more HP. Actually, wait, how much HP do they have? Is it 3? No, I think it's 4. I think they have 4 freaking HP. So let's do a little swapsies. We're definitely going to see more of these mother effers, these Hyperclefts, as you might have inferred from the fact that they are hyper. There's a bunch of them on Twilight Trail. Yes, as we are able to venture deeper into it, we're going to be running into these chucklefucks quite a lot. That's a Hypercleft. It's basically a cleft that uses charged up moves. Max HP is 4, attack is 3, defense is 3. When it charges up, its attack power rises to 9. Couple its rock hardness with its ability to charge up, and things get scary. If you're confident, you may want to try doing Super Guards to send its attacks back. If you can't, you'd better use some items, or you'd better hightail it out of here. Or use Quake Hammer. It's not even... It ain't no thing. Even a chicken's wing. It is nothing to one with Quake Hammer. Quake Hammer. Fucking amazing ability. Unstoppable. Dual swaps these to the Koops. We will put a shell right into this Cleft's patoot. Get out of here, you dang little Cleft. You leave. You go home. You give us these stars points. We're gonna get some crazy fucking levels. I'm hoping we get another 2 levels by floor 50, assuming we make it that far. If we don't make it that far, then I'll do it again and go to floor 40 on my own. I'm fairly confident that we can get through this group of 10. Perfect. Look at that flower fuzzy. You don't gotta bother for shit about it. But we just bopped on a new enemy, a Parabuzzy. Or right now, a Buzzy Beetle. Buzzy Beetles, remember them? Super Mario Brothers, other stuff. Those are the Creepy Steeple, which is at the end of the Twilight Trail. Can you freaking believe it? That's a Buzzy Beetle. No, it's kind of cute. I agree. Why does it have toenails, though? Max HP is 5, attack is 3, and defense is 4. It's got pretty good defense, and fire and explosions don't hurt it whatsoever. But if you jump on it, you can flip it over and drop its defense down to 0. Then it's at our mercy. Ha! Don't hesitate. Jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump. All right, let's jump. Boop, and boop. It is gone. It is dead. Oh, it's going to land on freaking Goombella. I'm dumb. Well, that's another 2 FP down the toity. All right. Let's swapsies the Koopses and do our shell tosses. And 1 and the 2s as we go. Bam. Nice. Got that double stylish. Get all that star points that we already have a full star meter for. So right now we're fighting enemies that some enemies that we would be fighting in Chapter 4. So it's, in a way, we're almost getting like practice for when we get back to the main story. The Flower Fuzzies, though, show up in Chapter 5 very briefly. It's almost like a cameo that they show up in Chapter 5. A Shady Koopa. The differenter ones from the Dark Koopas. Did we already fight Shady Koopas? Oh, we get to see even just the Shady and the Dark Koopas all hanging out together. Oh, isn't that fun? Aren't they having a grand old time? Let's switch to Flurry, shall we? This Flurry can do 3 damage with her body slam, so that will kill this Shady Koopa. Not Dark Koopa, Shady Koopa, because the Shady Koopas are the ones that can, when flipped on their back, do a super fucking attack. That is awful for me. I hate it. And boop! The reason he doesn't get fucking zap-tapped is because he has a big hard shell. And we know that from Koops, the shell attacks are not contact attacks. Which means we can ram into things like pokey cactuses or bristles or shit like that and have Koops not take any damage. Much the same, Koopas can chuck their shells directly into my weak soft body and not take any electrical damage from these little lightning bolts I'm going to have going off of Mario's body, possibly for the rest of the game. I mean, we're going to have so much fucking FP that like I'm just going to run out of badges to equip, I think. I actually don't know. Are we ever going to reach a point where I'm like, there are no more worlds left to conquer? You know? When will that happen? Uh-oh. That's a bunch of fucking that's 5 Flower Fuzzies. Okay. Well, as long as they don't go for freaking Flurry, I'm okay, right? Also, as long as they don't freaking beef it on the action commands. At least Flurry does 3. She is, weirdly enough, my most damaging champion. Fucking listen to me playing League of Legends over here. Do these guys give us 6 star points each? That's bananas. Boop. Nothing. You get nothing from me. You do get stuff from Flurry. I don't love that. I don't love that you can do that, but you certainly can do it. Now get the heck out of here. Get the heckin' on out of here. I'm bummed. We can definitely kill that middle Flower Fuzzy with a hammer, but we have no hammer with which to kill it. Or at least we can't reach it because we'd have to kill that front one first. Let's do a multi-bounce. Just get rid of all our FP. Can't take what I don't have. It's fucking galaxy brain status. If you own no possessions, you'll never be robbed. Actually don't know if that works. I don't think I've ever seen this iteration of Flower Fuzzies before, all 5 of them. And just fucking face planted directly into me. Only one of them was smart enough to go for flurry. You poor suckers. You poor bastards. Yeah, these are all giving me 6 flower points. That's 30 flower points. That's flower points. Badge, star points. You know, one of them kinds of points that we get in the Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. All right, next time on Tim Friend, we're about halfway through fucking floor the 30s. Like this was floor 35, so we got 36 to 40, and then 40 to 50. All on the next episode of Tim Friend. Probably not, but we'll try our best. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.